Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Goff. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got it open then. It's Michael Gallup. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. Flush to his right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is DJ Chark. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Quite effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. To throw again on second down. Goff eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Go. Again, Goff. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Shark calls it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Williams will try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Badgley's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Romeo Okwara working his way in and getting the tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Prescott on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. 30. 10. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Touchdown! Josh Oliver from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Cowboys nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to get.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. That'll make it 24-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again. Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack it for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Goff. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him, and this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Chubb, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore. And good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
26 yards. And the Lions first down.
On first down, Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 35 on second down, Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first and 10, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing again is Goff. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Prescott's throw there, caught by Gallup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, it's gone. And he checks this one down to Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Now that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action now, Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Brian Anger now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down and 4, Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Actually able to punch this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Oh, good move. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. And Chubb trying the middle here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. Maher on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught on the right flat. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Goff on 1st down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man right side is Shark. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Williams, a man in motion right. Goff. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Damone Clark. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And Martin, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas,